Hi, Patsy. It's great to be here with you today.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about both of our backgrounds in and why we're in this medical weight loss business and why we feel so passionate about what we do.
Exactly. Well, my background is about 25 years ago, I realized that I was at a very unhealthy weight. I was 235 at my highest, and I'm 4'11". And I just realized that I did not want to live that way. So I made the decision to do whatever I had to do to get the weight off. And so that's what I did. And I've kept it off, 24, 25 years now. And I'm just so passionate about health and fitness, helping other people with
Yeah.
the knowledge that I've gained over all these years. And not only does it affect your physical appearance, your physical health, but your mental health, your
Yeah.
energy level, your relationships. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I am just so grateful and happy and passionate that that we're able to help others with our experience.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what business were you in before this?
Oh, I spent about 28 years in the beauty industry
Yeah.
and
Long time.
long time. So I am passionate about people
Yeah.
and helping them. So, so
Yeah.
grateful to be here. So excited to share what we have to offer. So, what about you, Danny?
Yeah. So my professional background is in business, and I worked for a number of technology companies over the years, including Amazon, Google, Uber,
Wow.
Microsoft, to name a few. But I got into the weight loss business because I myself I was at one point 239 pounds and really struggled to take the weight off. And for many years, as I was gaining the weight, I used to joke, oh, it's baby weight.
Right.
But then when my son turned 28, I realized it's not baby weight anymore, and I had to do something about it.
Yeah.
And so I started on this journey with a branded product, which at the time the insurance covered. And literally within 6 months, the insurance stopped covering it, and then they ran out of stock. And supply chain problems have been a real issue
Yeah.
for the brand name. And I just felt that this is not a luxury product. It's very much a needed product, and obesity is a chronic issue. It's not just willpower or
Absolutely.
eat less.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started doing research on how can I still maintain my weight loss. And then it turned into, well, wait a minute, I found a solution for myself at a reasonable price and high quality, but now how can I help others? And that's obviously where you and I came together, and we just felt
Absolutely.
great about our offerings.
Absolutely. I feel like we have the perfect partnership. We both have the same passion with your experience with the corporate world, my
Yours,
experience in the beauty
yes.
industry, and then just our love for health and wellness and helping others. It's just been awesome.
Yeah. So I think let's talk a little bit about what is semaglutide and what is tirzepatide.
Awesome. Yes. Semaglutide is a GLP-1 hormone that we already make in our gut area. It just gives us a little extra. And what it does is it helps make us feel fuller longer after we've had a
Right,
meal.
right.
And then also calms down that food noise
Yeah, in the
in
brain.
the brain.
Yeah.
So I call that torture.
And it is.
Yes.
And it is.
So it helps us make mindful food choices without having that desperate feeling of, I got to grab the quickest thing, the fastest drive through. I need food now. But instead, it makes us realize I can make a good, healthy food choice.
Yeah, because you're not always
Right.
hungry.
Exactly.
I think the other thing also is that it slows digestion,
Yes.
and that is incredibly helpful.
Yes.
And so that's semaglutide, and I think tirzepatide is very similar, but it actually works on two of those peptides, the GLP-1 and the GIP. And so talk a little bit about how does our physician help people decide which one to go on?
We have the best physician
Yes.
ever.
Yes, we do.
I just adore him. He's so strict, which I love,
Yes.
which we love because we want to make sure that all of our clients are safe and they're approved to be taking the medications. And we follow them along to make sure that they have the right dosage, they're having the right results, and they're healthy.
Yeah.
So the tirzepatide is another option. And depending on your health history, your background, maybe simple as just you are worried about a headache or something, then we can choose the right medication for
Which
you.
one would be one would be right for what situation?
And what goals you have.
Right. Right. And so are there conditions, when we talk to potential clients and the doctor talks to potential clients, what are some of the conditions that they look at, and where are you not able to get the medication?
Well, the number one condition is, what is your BMI?
Yes.
So if your BMI is 27 or higher, we can look at your health history and determine if you are eligible for the medication.
Right.
So that's the big one.
Yes.
And so a history of diabetes, history of pancreatitis, different thyroid conditions.
Cancers. Right. So we look at that.
Yeah, the whole medical history.
Right.
So we want to make sure that get the medication, you're qualified, you're healthy, and have a great experience.
And you will have a good experience. That reminded me of a question around side effects.
Oh, yeah.
So what are some of the side effects that you've had experience? And I'll talk a little bit about what I've experienced, but what are we hearing from clients?
The most some people do experience side effects.
Yeah.
Most don't.
Yeah.
Usually it's in the very beginning of your journey with the medication. It's just your body getting used to it.
Yeah.
The two that I hear the most, it would probably be a headache and maybe some nausea.
Yeah.
With the headache, I always ask, well, how's your water intake today?
Right.
And usually the answer is, oh, and then let me call you back, Patsy. And then like the next day, they're like, okay, I hydrated, my headache's gone. The nausea, very simple. You can do some over-the-counter Dramamine. The old-fashioned way of saltines and soda that our moms did for us.
Exactly, right.
And then it typically goes away the first day or two.
Yeah.
How about you?
So those are fairly common, I found, with semaglutide. Tirzepatide has fewer side effects. Again, in my experience, I know we've had people with a little bit of nausea there, but it seems to have fewer.
Very much fewer, yeah.
But we are hearing that, some people in tirzepatide also have a little bit of side effects in their stomach, and, they do feel it.
Yeah.
And so we monitor that very closely, of course.
Absolutely.
And we've not had anybody with any chronic symptoms so far.
No.
But we can dial medication up or dial it down to help you as your body gets used to it.
Right. It's really fun for me to contact our brand new clients the very next day.
Right.
How are you feeling? And most of them say, oh my goodness, this stuff is awesome. I had a, very healthy, high protein breakfast this morning and I'm not hungry. And it's just exciting.
Yeah. What is the lowest age that you could take the medication?
Great question.
Yeah.
Definitely 18 or older. We do look at some cases of 12 years old and older.
Yeah.
Case by case. We just check their health.
Yeah, and work with their parents.
Yes.
That is a very strict regimen there too.
But it's great that we can offer it to young adults and adolescents.
Yeah.
Who need some extra help with that.
Yeah. But mostly it's 18 and over, and that's where we see usage mostly.
Yes.
So our clients are not just women. We have got a really nice group of men and women as well.
We do.
I wonder if men are becoming more comfortable now taking the medication and being comfortable doing it.
I think they are. I really think they are, Danny. I think that men are realizing, just like women, that, health is wealth. and
Right.
we have to take care of ourselves. And if that means we need to take a medication for a short while, just, focusing on our health, that will make a more quality life later.
Yeah, right. So one more question, then I want to talk a little bit about nutrition
Okay.
and how to take care of yourself and talk about this as a tool, not a magic bullet or a silver bullet. Um, what about pregnant women? Can they take it?
We recommend them not.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so after giving birth, if they're not breastfeeding, they can start the medication 2 months afterwards.
right.
But definitely not while
Yeah,
breastfeeding.
right,
Yeah,
right. And that's always good to know because we do have some folks calling us
absolutely.
anxious to
Yeah,
get rid of the baby weight,
the baby weight.
not waiting 29 years.
Exactly.
So let's talk about nutrition and food and like what we call the successful six.
Yes.
I think we've always stressed this is not a silver bullet. You cannot just take the medication and not make other lifestyle changes because A, you will never get off the medication then,
Right.
and B, you'll lose weight, but you'll also lose muscle. And this
Absolutely.
is where we see and hear the term skinny fat and Ozempic face because people don't build muscle. And
Mhm.
that's so critical. So, do you want to talk about that a bit?
Yes, I'm really proud that we offer our clients a lot of support,
Yeah.
not just here's the medication, good luck. We offer them the nutrition counseling, the fitness coaching, um, and we talk to them every week if they need, or whatever they need. And during the process, we stress that hydration, hydration,
Yeah.
hydration, protein, 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 weight bearing exercise, so important.
Right.
And we view this medication as a tool. And so, along with that tool, we have other tools
Yeah.
that we want to offer. And if you don't use all the tools, then you won't have the success,
Right.
nor will you be as healthy in the long run.
Right. Right.
So important.
Right. And so hydration, drink enough water during the day. Do you have any guidelines on that or?
I suggest 64 ounces or
Yeah.
more every day,
Yep.
and do as much as you can before noon. Like if you can get that hydration in before noon, it's going to change your life. Like the
Yeah.
rest of your day is going to go so much more smoother. And then the night you can sleep better.
Oh, yeah.
You're not getting up every 5 minutes.
Yes.
But the hydration is so important.
Yeah. And protein, what does the protein do? I mean, there's definitely a few different things.
Protein's so important as well. If you don't focus on protein, you will lose muscle
Yes.
and you won't be as successful. Muscle burns more calories.
Yeah.
So, and you'll look better, you'll be stronger. So we recommend, not only us, but the industry,
Yep.
1 gram of protein per pound that you weigh.
Yeah. And it's a lot. It can be a lot of
Yeah.
protein if you're not used to eating that. But again, we do have other ways for you to get your protein.
Absolutely. Yes.
And a lot of actually very tasty ways to get
Yeah.
enough protein.
It's not steak every day, people.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And you can get plant-based if you're not really a red meat.
yes.
You can get a lot of plant-based protein. So
There's protein in broccoli. Did you know that?
can't be too much though.
I think 8 grams.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I
That's
believe. I
not
have
too
to
bad.
double check that. But it's just, you'll be shocked at where you can get the protein from.
Yes. The other thing that I think is important about protein is often when you do lose weight fast, you can have hair shedding,
Oh,
and
you're
that
right.
that's not fun.
No, and it's very
And
hard to recover from.
Very hard to recover from.
Mhm.
Takes time, and that's where I think the protein can also help you
Hmm.
retain a healthy head of hair while you're moving
Yes.
on your journey. Maybe faster than you normally would.
I have to say that when I lost my weight at the beginning, I did everything wrong.
Yes.
I lost it too fast, and I
Yes.
did lose a lot of my hair. And I was skinny fat. It was horrible. So my mistakes, I can help teach people not to do
what
because
not
I
to
did it.
do. Yes.
And I know it's exciting when you're losing weight. You want to get the weight off right away, but the best practice is slow and steady.
Yes.
You don't want to lose it all quickly because then you'll have problems like I did later.
Yes. And actually that's a very good point, because in general, the general wisdom has been 1 to 2 pounds a week.
Yeah.
But with this medication, whether you're on tirzepatide or semaglutide or any of the brand names, you can lose a lot faster. Women can lose what we've seen 5+ pounds a week, men even faster.
Yeah.
But it's not something that we strongly recommend for
No.
all of those reasons.
Not at all. In
Yeah.
fact, if someone's losing weight too fast, I want to see what are you eating? Let's look at your chart. Like, what are you tracking your food? Are you getting enough calories?
Yes, right.
And with that said, that's why I love that we have the StyQ 3D body scanner.
Yes.
I love that tool that we offer, because as you gain muscle and lose fat, the number on the scale is not going to tell you the whole story.
Right. That's right.
So we don't want you to lose fat. We want you to lose fat. We don't want you to lose muscle. We want you to lose fat. So we don't want you to. So that helps. And the 3D scanner also tells us how many calories you're burning currently.
Right.
So we have to look at that. You may be eating way too little.
Right. And eating too little, so you lose weight too fast, and there's consequences to that. But then you're also not getting proper nutrition.
No.
And so that's where some other things come in, supplements and vitamins, to make
those.
sure that you
Yes.
actually have the proper nutrition.
And high quality supplements are important.
Very high quality.
No fillers.
Right.
Good quality protein powders.
Right. Not a lot of sugar.
Stay away from that.
Sodium. Yeah. There's certainly a lot to learn about that.
There is.
So going back to the StyQ body scanner, so it is a great tool,
It
and
is.
so we can really take a look at your body composition, and then we can do it at the start. We can do it a few months out. Like, we can do it as often as somebody wants.
Absolutely,
But then
yes.
we can overlay the first one you did with the second one, and we can actually see what's happened to your body.
I have to say, Danny, I've noticed some of our clients, when we've done that, they're standing straighter.
Yes.
Their posture's better.
Right.
They feel better about themselves.
Yeah, and they look good in their clothes, even though they might not have lost as many pounds.
Right.
But
they're getting muscle and
they're
losing
getting
fat.
muscle, and they're looking good, and they're losing inches. So that's always a fantastic thing to see, right?
So exciting.
With clients coming in.
Yes. And another thing that I'm really proud of what we offer at My Healthy Body is that we're a boutique style weight loss clinic.
Yeah.
We're mindful of how emotional this is, and there's shame involved sometimes. And, when our new clients come in for the first time, we want them to feel comfortable.
Right.
Sometimes they're nervous. Sometimes they don't know what to expect.
Yes.
And so we make sure it's private.
Very private. When you're not going to have somebody else in the clinic when you come in the first time. And
it's all about you.
Right.
Especially that first initial appointment.
Right. So I think that's a good call out, sort of privacy concern. Another thing that people ask us about certainly is the pharmacy we use, and our pharmacies are really high quality, highest quality ingredients. I am proud that the two that we mostly use are very accredited. They meet all of the standards. They're part of the board of pharmacies. But I think that's important. Sometimes people don't realize that there can be salt in the medication. It can be experimental. It can be for research only, and that is very bad for you.
Very scary.
Yeah, and there is a lot of that, and there's a lot of fake medication out there as well.
It's frightening. That's why I'm really proud what we've created. We've given a lot of value to what people are paying for.
Right.
The price is affordable. I mean, it's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive.
Right.
But it's quality, like you were saying.
Yeah.
With the pharmacy. I did have someone ask me the other day, does your pharmacy put salt in it, and I was just aghast.
Absolutely.
Who puts salt in medication? Oh my
Oh, it
goodness.
happens. Yes, yes, it does
So
happen.
scary.
It does happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. But, I myself have taken it. I know you've
Yes,
been on it.
I'm still on it. Yeah.
So,
On our own medication.
that's
I'm still
right.
on it. Yes.
So not only are you an owner, you're a client.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And a very satisfied client.
Yes.
Um, so we talk to our clients about the successful six.
Yes, we do.
And some of it we've already mentioned in this conversation, but what are the ones that really resonate with you? And I'll jump in with some that resonate with me.
The ones that I love that we point out are the ones that you wouldn't think of
Yes.
in a weight loss program.
Yeah.
Like we talk about how important sleep is, rest
Yes.
and recovery.
Yes, yes, yes.
Rest and recovery is so important.
Right.
Make sure you get a good solid 7+ hours of sleep at night.
Yeah.
And quality sleep. And that is when your body's recovering and repairing itself.
Muscle build.
Yes, all those things. And the other one that I love is the self-care.
Yes.
Taking time out for yourself.
Right.
And for myself, I love going on a nice morning walk, and having no screens,
Yes.
listening to the birds, breathing the air, looking at the ducks, being in the moment. And I think that's so important. And, at night, sometimes I'll just take a hot bubble bath with some candles just to kind of do something nice for myself.
Yeah.
Because that's important to be nice to ourselves while we're going through these changes.
Right. And that's also a great way to wind down for a good night's sleep.
Hey, 2 in 1.
Yeah, exactly. 2 in 1. So that me time's important. Surrounding yourself with supporters.
Oh,
because
yes.
we have seen people whose significant other or friends or parents or siblings don't support this at all.
They have big
and
opinions.
make them big opinions and really make them feel horrible or guilty. So I think it's important to surround yourself with people that support you and cheer you on and are excited about your journey and excited about your transformation.
So important.
Yeah, that really resonates with me as well.
Me too.
And then we talk about nutrition, which we've touched on, and holistic nutrition. We do know some folks that continue to eat what they used to eat, maybe smaller portions, but it doesn't necessarily give them the nutrition.
Exactly.
So the 10-day nutrition and exercise coaching and counseling, and of course people can continue with it if they want to, but I think that is a great tool to take advantage of and get educated.
Key for success.
Key for success.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
Right. Exercise. We talked about
so important.
Weight, strength, sort of weight-bearing exercise.
So why is weight-bearing exercise so important?
Builds muscle. It builds muscle. And as you're losing weight, you need to build muscle. And I'll tell you where you really need to build muscle is particularly women and men, but particularly women 40 plus, for health and wellness way into your 60s, 70s, and 80s. It becomes very important.
And even for women and probably for men, bone health.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bone health for sure.
So we recommend, 3 to 4 days a week of some weight-bearing exercises.
Yep.
So important.
Is that scary to people?
It can be, but, I always say you can do simple things as wall push-ups.
That's right.
You can walk up and down
or wall
stairs.
sits or lighter weights as you build your strength.
Squats, sit-ups. It doesn't have to be some big bodybuilding workout that you're doing. You can just grab some cans in the kitchen and do some curls.
Exactly. That's actually a really good point. You can use what you already have at home.
You can grab your child.
Yeah. Yes, because I think people do feel intimidated when we talk about strength training or weight-bearing exercises, but it certainly does not need to be intimidating, and it can be easy, but it's very, very important.
Very important.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think, learning and teaching that it's progress, not perfection.
Progress, not perfection.
It's like take baby steps, be better, be a little bit better today than you were yesterday.
That's right. That's right.
And don't get so overwhelmed with, oh my goodness, I need to be lifting 100 pounds and blah, blah, blah. No.
Yeah.
It's progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
And then it's more attainable and doable. And then you'll have the results of not losing muscle, gaining muscle.
Right.
And then you will definitely hit your weight loss goals.
You will hit yes, for sure. So there's a lot of controversy around whether you're able to ever get off the drugs.
There sure is.
And so that's probably a good conversation for us to have.
Yes.
Because it's really not clear.
Right.
I read a research study the other day that says if somebody has been on the medication for 4 years and they have made the right lifestyle changes, they can get off and not gain the weight. But it's only one study.
Right. Interesting.
And then we've read a lot of studies that say, no, it's a chronic condition. It's like high blood pressure, if it's, or whatever you take medication for over time, that this is the same. And that's can be disheartening.
Yeah, very much so.
But we do want people to get off.
We sure do.
Yeah. So how do we help them?
Yeah, we look at each individual person as an individual person.
Right.
So we're all so different.
Yes.
Our journey and our experiences and our reactions are going to be so different. So what we typically advise is once you hit your healthy weight, whatever that is,
yes,
we'll slowly titrate you off the medication to a maintenance dosage. And at that point, you can decide, do I want to keep that maintenance dosage or just go off it completely?
Right.
But we do not want you to gain it back.
Yes.
So that's where, that's where it comes in, where myself personally, I have a freak out number on the scale, or like when my clothes are getting tighter.
Right.
That's when I'm like, then I dial back. Okay, what am I doing differently? Oh, I'm eating too much sugar. I'm not eating enough protein, or maybe I'm not doing my exercises like I normally do.
Yeah.
My water intake.
Right.
So I make those changes quickly. That way I don't continue to gain.
Right. Because you're also educated now in knowing where to look.
Yes.
If something's not going exactly right and what to dial in.
Yes. So we do not want our clients to gain the weight back, and we want to support them in their maintenance period.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, we currently have clients who are on a maintenance dose, and we currently have clients who have gone off of it, and they're not gaining it back.
Well, I love to hear that.
Yeah.
But I also think our most successful ones that don't gain it back are the folks that have taken their nutrition, their hydration, their exercise, whether it's certainly strength training, but also some cardio.
Yeah.
But they've taken that and they've incorporated it into their lifestyle. And they've definitely dialed up their nutrition. So moved away from fast foods or packaged foods to just more whole foods, simpler, home cooked meals, or they have made those changes, and it shows.
It sure does, because if you keep those same habits as you had before, you're going to get the same result, and that's the gaining the weight back.
That's right.
So if you make those lifestyle changes, and that's what the medication is so great.
Yeah.
Is you can make those lifestyle changes without having that horrible, torturous food noise.
Right.
That makes it impossible. So that's why this makes me so excited, and it's so awesome seeing people's lives change right in front of us.
Yes.
As they've made those changes.
Yeah.
And happily.
Yes, exactly. So another thing that people ask me a lot is, how long will it take? And that's
good question.
A great question.
Yes.
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different. But my immediate answer when someone asks me, how long is this going to take me to lose weight? I look at them and I say, it's up to you.
That's right.
It is absolutely up to you. If you just took the medication and did very little change, you will lose weight, but you're not going to have you're going to be skinny fat, and you're not going to have the lifestyle changes for to keeping it long term.
Right.
So
And you might not lose as much
you
weight.
won't lose as much
So
at
it's
all.
very much up to people. But we know some people show progress in week 1.
Yep.
But a lot of people, it could be 2, 3, sometimes the first month, because that's how long it takes for your body to get used to the medication.
Yes.
And then things can really click in for you fast. But what about plateauing?
Good question. Yes, and that can happen sometimes. When someone is plateauing, they're not losing the weight they were. It's slowed way down. That's when we have to get together and find out what's going on.
Right.
Let me look at your food log.
Right.
What are you eating? How is your exercise? How's your hydration? And then, we may need to go, make a doctor's appointment and readjust the dosage.
That's right. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the package we offer, just what is included in our package to help people.
Yes.
And then, of course, we don't charge a monthly membership fee.
No monthly membership, no contracts that you have to sign, no hidden fees, no bait and switch.
Right.
The price is the price.
Right.
We are very proud of what we put together, aren't we, Danny?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
we are.
The startup package is amazing. So we did it so you pay for it in the beginning and you have everything in it to use later and right then. So you get 2 doctor's visits.
Yes.
Initially, you'll need to see him right away. He'll evaluate your health, write the prescription, and then he'll want to see you again in 3 months, just check in on you. I do a follow-up. We give you 2 3D body scans.
Yes, which we love.
We love it. The one where we do it right in the beginning and then the other one later. You get 10 days with Coach Brett.
Yes.
He does the nutrition and fitness coaching, which is so important.
Yeah.
Your first injection is free, which we do right then.
And which that is unusual for.
Very unusual. Yeah. And the reason why we do that is we don't want to wait a week for the prescription to be ordered and delivered.
Right.
We want you to get on it right away.
Yes.
And then you get all the emotional support from us.
Right.
We are there.
And people are, they get a month supply, so they don't have to come in every week for
correct
an injection, unless they want to.
Unless they want to.
Because we have some folks that want to do that, but in general.
Yes.
Right. And then we also do the B12 shots for people who are interested.
B12 MIC.
Yes, B12 MIC, exactly. So.
And we also give them all of their medical supplies.
Right.
Sharps container, the syringes.
Yeah.
The alcohol wipes. So Danny, you're on the medication. And so what is it like giving yourself an injection?
Very easy, actually.
Okay.
I think that if I'm thinking back to when I first did it, I was a little intimidated, but it's a very tiny needle. It's the syringe it's like a diabetic syringe. Okay. It's a very tiny, very thin needle. And I didn't find giving myself an injection difficult, but it is just understanding how to get the right number of units of medication, and then if you have an air bubble, how do you get it? So
yes.
you learn that, but then it's literally just pinching some fat, of course, cleaning the area, cleaning the top, and then popping it in fairly slowly because you don't want it to come back out. But it's a very easy once a week.
That's awesome.
Yes, very easy injection. And I travel a lot, as you know.
Yes, you do.
So I do travel. I do travel with the medication as well, with no problems.
So the medication does need to be refrigerated, but there's options for traveling.
Yes.
You can do like a little cold pack.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
And then put it into a refrigerator
right away
in the hotel.
Awesome.
Cold packs, yeah.
And the injections are done once a month, once a week. Once a week.
Same day.
Same day.
Preferably same time. Sometimes you're going to miss them. If you miss by a day, that's really okay. The closer you get to the next dose, they say just wait until the next dose. But generally, you want to be consistent.
Consistent's good.
Yeah.
It's nice that, our clients come in and say hi to us once a month.
Yes.
They pick up their medication. We can see them. It's so exciting when they walk in the door. I'm always like, oh, Sarah, you look so good. You lost weight. It's so fun. And then it's nice to catch up and find out, are there any struggles? You need suggestions on protein or whatever's going on? And then, but then it's nice that they don't have to come every week.
Oh, yes.
They can do the
Yeah.
injection at home.
It's hard for people with busy
They're so
lives
busy.
too.
Mhm.
And not everybody lives that close to our clinic, and so
Right.
sometimes it's harder for them to come in weekly. So I think the way that we offer the services work well. We also do multi vials. So if people, because of course we live in a city or a state where people only live here maybe part time and
Yes.
somewhere else. So we have snowbirds, and we can help them and we can support them.
Yes. So what we do for that is, if you have, moved to your other home for, 3 to however many months out of the year, we can ship directly to their house.
Yeah.
We do require like you buy multiple vials, but
Yeah.
you get shipped to your house.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
I think that's been very convenient for clients.
Yeah, it's been great. And then we can do the consultations on the phone, which is awesome.
And now doctor very happy to help there too.
I love that. I think COVID kind of helped that with,
Yes.
making it common to
and
do
more comfortable to do telehealth and yes.
Zoom consultations and
That's
whatever
right.
else.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Danny, it's been such a wonderful, our first 6 months of our business, My Healthy Body, our medical weight loss clinic. So where do you see us going from here? Like, what do you want to have planned for My Healthy Body?
Well, we definitely have big dreams. But I think what is important to us, and you and I have discussed this in the past, is to stay focused and private and boutique.
Yes.
But affordable.
Absolutely.
That is very important.
Yes.
And I'm excited because you and I have been doing a lot of research into protein powder and vitamins and other nutrition. So we will offer products that people have asked us about when we coach them on nutrition. But more exciting than that, and this goes together so well with weight loss, is men's health and women's health products.
Love
So
it.
excited to start that.
Very
And then we keep it at that, and we build a business that is has a lot of depth in knowledge and experience. And for you and I, it's important that we know all of our clients, and they know us, and we have time for them. And so we want to keep that up as well.
I love that. So exciting. People always ask us, what are the top 5 things I should be eating while I'm losing weight?
Yeah.
And
or snacking. Also
snacking.
like what snacks should I eat?
Absolutely. My favorite snack is cottage cheese and berries.
Yes.
What is your favorite snack?
I love a low-fat string cheese.
Oh, yes.
I really do. I like avocado. I like a power bar, but I'm very careful
Watch
about
the
what I eat
sugar.
because there is sugar, sodium. Some of them are actually low protein when they say high protein. So whatever you eat, you just have to look at the label and understand what you're looking for. And as we know, the more ingredients, probably the less healthy it
I
is for you.
agree. Yes.
But what are some of the other things that are good?
Yes. Blueberries,
Yes.
fantastic eggs,
Yes.
the avocado, as you mentioned.
Yes.
A good source of protein is like salmon,
Very good. Yes. It also has healthy fat.
healthy fats. Yes. And we also like nuts are good.
Nuts, avocado.
Yep.
Yeah.
Avocados. Yep.
I also, for breakfast, like to do oatmeal and berries.
Very very good. Nutritious.
Yes. Healthy, nutritious.
And then do you do like a protein shake after, like for
I
mid-morning?
will do a protein shake.
Yeah.
Yes. I do my protein shakes early in the day because they fill me up. And so if I wait until the end of the day, I might be too full and then I won't get enough protein for the
Right.
day. So I definitely do mine
Yeah.
early in the
That
day.
makes sense.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What about you?
I love the cottage cheese and berries.
Yes.
I also love you were talking about low-fat string cheese.
Yes.
I'll get that and some organic turkey slices.
Yeah.
And I'll take the cheese and I'll make it to smaller and then do roll-ups.
Yes.
And I'll dip it into spicy mustard.
Oh, that's delicious.
right? And it's just 100% protein, no carbs, and it tastes good.
That is
And when
delicious.
you eat high protein, you stay fuller longer.
Yes, you do. Yes, we did not mention that before, but that's such a plus for protein.
Yes, I had a little flashback of me eating that and then being full for a long time.
Is there anything really that you shouldn't eat as long as you eat in moderation?
We always say progress, not perfection. If you're at your child's birthday party, there's cake. Go ahead and enjoy
Have some.
some
Yeah.
cake. Just maybe eat half of a slice, but not the whole cake.
Right, exactly.
And it's 80-20,
Right.
even 90-10, 80% of the time, mindful eating, all that. And then you can enjoy life, a little bit. Yeah.
So small slice of pizza here and there,
Yeah,
or a little
exactly.
bit of ice cream. It's not a
Right.
bad thing, but make sure it's balanced
Mhm.
and
And you jump back on
you
it.
jump back on
Yeah.
your healthy eating.
Yeah.
Um, I know it's hard for people who work sometimes or who have very busy lives
Mhm.
to cook every day, uh, evenings or lunches. So we talk about meal prepping.
Yes.
How do you think about meal prepping? I mean, that can be a lot of work too,
Well,
but it's can be very effective.
very effective. And even if you just spend like one afternoon a week, to go to the grocery store, organize what you're going to be making that week, go to the grocery store, buy what you need, go home and make it. And I do a lot of freezing.
Yes.
I'll make food and put it in little glass containers and pop it in my freezer. Because, if you live alone or if you're only one in your house eating a certain way, that's what I personally do.
And then just pull it out as
Yeah.
you need it.
And you don't waste food that way.
Right. There are also good meal services.
There sure are.
And so
Yes.
that's not something to feel guilty about
I
if you
agree.
honestly do not have the time.
The time.
Um,
Absolutely.
But like everything else, look at the ingredients, see what you're buying, see what's in the meals, because always sodium it could be an issue,
Yeah.
sugar could be an issue, but they are very good meal services, and I've used some before.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Me too. And you can freeze those too.
yeah. So there's a lot of options
Yeah.
for healthy eating. It doesn't have to be burdensome.
And I've also seen at grocery stores, they have those meal prep meals already made and sitting there.
Right.
So if you don't have time to do research or order from a company and be there when it's delivered, you can just go to the grocery store and grab some. But read the labels.
Read the labels, absolutely.
Yes.
Let's talk about B12.
Yes. We offer it.
Yes, and we offer B12 MIC, which is 3 amino acids to boost the B12.
Yes.
And so what does it do for our clients and for us?
Exactly. B12 MIC is a great tool to add to your toolbox for your success. It helps fight fatigue.
Yes.
It helps increase your metabolism.
Yes.
It also helps your clarity, your thinking.
Right.
And it helps detox your body as well.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And so that boost of energy
Yes.
is just goodness all around.
It's such a great thing to have. So our doctor, he tells he like recommends it. He said it's a good bang for your buck. If you're already going to be doing the medical weight loss medication, he's like, that's a great tool just to add in there.
Just to speed things up
Yeah,
a bit and
exactly.
support the weight loss.
Yeah.
So we offer the shots, which we think are very, very effective.
They are.
But we've also had people ask about adding it to the medication, and of course we can do that.
Right.
But the shots are the most effective at
Yeah.
that method.
It goes right into your muscle like it's supposed to and takes effect. And we recommend doing one a week
Yes.
during your weight loss period. And we sell them in packs of 4, or you can just do individual ones as well.
Right.
Yeah.